Hello, my name is Dr. Jeff Golini, and welcome to another episode of Ask the Scientist. This show's about busting myths, bringing you the truth. Hey, my friend Dave from North Dakota writes, Dr. Jeff, can you help me with the confusion on all the different types of proteins out there and what they do? Dave, it is sometimes really confusing, especially if you're reading companies' marketing. When I go through some of the ads, I tell you, I have to laugh. I got to give kudos to these guys. They are very creative, but creativeness and lies make for one big mess of confusion. So I'm going to try to simplify things a little bit on just a few different types of proteins and when and why you would use them. I'm going to start with whey protein isolate because that is one of the higher protein ratios. Now that doesn't mean it's the best protein. It just means that it typically contains over 90% protein by weight. Now whey protein isolate is very quick acting. So an hour and a half into the bloodstream. So this is perfect for like post-workout if you need to get something in your system, amino acids in your system toward muscle building, then you want to use a whey protein isolate. Whey protein concentrate is kind of the next level of things where about 2.5 hours. So a little bit longer than the whey protein isolate, but perfect as an in-between meal drink. You know, if you're someone who eats 3 meals, drinks 3 meals, this would be one that you would take as a meal because it's going to take about 2.5 hours to get in. Perfect meal replacement or, again, in-between meal drink. You then get into your calcium caseinates, your milk proteins. These come from a different process. Whey comes from cheese processing, milk proteins come from basically milk, but they are slower digesting, slower absorption. You're looking at, 4.5, 5.5 hours. So these are things that I like to recommend that you take at night. So while you are sleeping, you kind of got a time release protein. Then you jump over to the fence and you have the non-dairy type proteins. Now the problem with non-dairy type proteins, especially soy protein, very hard to assimilate and digest, not a good biological value, and it's missing L-methionine, so you actually have to take an amino acid with it in order for it to be a complete protein, or it's worthless. I'm not a fan of hemp proteins. Rice protein is okay, again, a little slower absorbing, a little gritty. Pea proteins are good, but again, a little slower absorbing and a very nasty taste. Egg white is something that hasn't been as popular, but egg white proteins are also a little bit slower absorbing and not quite as usable as your whey proteins. Now, all the other garbage out there that people are claiming are the next latest and greatest protein, they're all things that have been out there. Beef broth, it's okay. The beef proteins, they're okay. What else is out there? Collagen, gelatin. All those are okay, but if you're looking for the granddaddies, the best, then I would stick with your whey protein isolates, your whey protein concentrates, and then if you're looking for a time release, you want to stick with your milk proteins. All right, that is a little bit of information. Hope that helps you on breaking through some of the confusion of all the different proteins on the market. All right, take care. I'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.